What's the boldest move you pulled at school? I convinced my entire school I was a foreign exchange student for 2 years just to get out of public speaking assignments. It started in sophomore year when Mrs. Rodriguez assigned our first oral presentation. I'd rather die than speak in front of 30 kids, so when she called my name, I panicked and blurted out, "Sorry, English still very hard for me," in the worst accent I could manage. The whole class stared. Mrs. Rodriguez looked confused. "Maria, you've been here since freshman year." I doubled down, claiming my family had just moved from Romania and I was still learning. She bought it completely, gave me extra time, and even offered tutoring help. That night I googled everything about Romania, language, culture, food, even downloaded a translator app. Word spread fast. By Wednesday, teachers were speaking slower around me and using hand gestures. The Spanish teacher tried helping me in Spanish, thinking it was closer to Romanian. I just nodded and said "da-da," which I learned meant yes. The librarian started giving me picture books instead of regular assignments. My best friend Emma was horrified when I told her my plan, but agreed to help. She started calling me Maria from Romania and would translate things during lunch. I created a whole backstory about my village, my grandmother's sheep, and why we moved here. I even brought weird snacks from the international aisle and claimed they were traditional Romanian food. The hardest part was remembering to mess up my English consistently. I had to avoid contractions, mix up verb tenses, and pretend not to understand idioms. When someone said break a leg before a test, I gasped and asked why they wanted to hurt me. Teachers thought it was adorable. By junior year, I was the school's poster child for helping international students. They put my picture in the newsletter with a story about overcoming language barriers. The ESL coordinator used me as inspiration for other foreign students. I felt terrible lying to her, but I was in too deep to quit. The principal even entered me in a district competition for academic achievement by non-native speakers. I had to fake being sick to avoid it. My mom started getting calls about my remarkable progress and played along after I explained everything. She made me promise to confess before graduation. Everything unraveled during senior presentations when I forgot my act and gave a perfect speech about Shakespeare without any accent. Dead silence. Then Emma started laughing so hard she snorted. Mrs. Rodriguez stood up slowly and said, "Maria, was that your real voice?" I knew I was caught. Surprise! I'm actually from Ohio. The classroom erupted. Half the class was dying laughing. The other half looked betrayed. The aftermath was brutal. I had to write apology letters to every teacher I'd fooled. The ESL coordinator made me volunteer with actual exchange students for a month. 3 teachers still give me dirty looks in the hallway. But hey, I never had to do another oral presentation, and now I'm weirdly good at faking accents for the drama club.